Welcome to Safe Again, a mind, body, soul reset for the tired addict. Module 3, Rewire the habit loop. Thanks for showing up. That's something. We're starting on time, no hand holding, no fluff. I'm Julie, I'm here to guide you through this, but let's be crystal clear. I'm not going to save you, I'm not here to rescue you. You can only help yourself. You can leave your camera on, off, lie down, cry, scroll, or pretend to listen. It doesn't matter. Just own the choice. That's what it's about. This is a space for people who are done lying to themselves, not a support group for blaming your parents, your job, your star sign. You're here because part of you knows the truth. You don't use because you're weak. You use because your brain hates not knowing if it will get better, not knowing who you are without noise, not knowing how to sit in silence. So as you reach again and again and again, but that craving, that compulsion, that's not you. That's just a well-worn shortcut in your brain, a nervous system on autopilot. And today, we'll start learning how to interrupt it. Like someone wise once said, the more specific you get, the more clarity you gain. You don't hide behind vague stories. Get specific, get uncomfortable. That's where the work lives. Because habits don't care if you're tired, they don't care if you want to change, they only care if you repeat them. And I'm not here to baby that part of you anymore. Let's be honest, you've had enough support. What you need now is accountability, consequence, choice, clarity. So let's begin. I'm not going to help you. Only you can help yourself. But thanks for showing up today. That was a choice. Let's see if you can make the next one. Module 3, Rewire the habit loop. As a child, she used to unwrap birthday presents carefully, corner by corner, eyes squinting like she was about to disarm a bomb. Don't you want to be surprised? Her mum once asked. I want to know first, she said, so I can decide how to feel. By 17, Mary had discovered alcohol didn't just dull nerves, it dulled the unknown. No awkward silences, no questions hanging in the air, just clarity, certainty, an illusion of control where all things made sense until morning. She liked patterns, routines, answers, and if life refused to offer them, she'd pour herself another drink until her bloodstream supplied the illusion. By 23, it wasn't just alcohol. She moved on to pills that flattened time, powders that shaped focus. Her dealers called her the scheduler. She kept her relapses in spreadsheets. She cried and timed it. Ambiguity was unbearable. What if they don't text back? What if they don't get the job? What if I feel this way forever? So she swallowed certainty like it came in capsule form. Then came the tremors, then came the seizures, then came the rehab. But even there, Mary couldn't let go of the obsession. She tried to force the 12 steps into a checklist she could tick off, like a grocery list for inner peace. Some things just take time, the counsellor said gently. Mary stared at her like she had just spoken in tongues. She relapsed the next day. By 31, Mary had moved on to what she had called precision dosing. Micrograms of this, tiny bits of that, anything to stop her mind from wandering. Will I be okay? What if I'm not? What if no one can tell me? She kept using not for pleasure, but to fend off the horrible, stomach-turning terror of maybe. Maybe it will work. Maybe it won't. Maybe I'll die. Eventually her body gave out. Her heart just paused one day. In the final second she felt it, a breathless, suspended moment where nothing was clear. No certainty, no safety net, no answer sheet. And for the first time in her life, Mary didn't know what would happen next. And there was no substance left to save her from it. Why am I even talking to you about this? Because your doubt isn't unfounded. You're addicted to knowing. Those feelings you're having, they're real. That creeping panic when things feel uncertain, when you can't predict how it will all turn out. Your mind scrambles for control, and substances, they offer a shortcut to certainty, a false alarm. Your brain isn't broken. It's just terrified of not knowing. But that fear, it's running the show until you learn how to sit with the ambiguity. the loop will keep spinning because low self-esteem warps everything, including the present moment. That voice in your head, the one that says, you're failing, this didn't work, you'll never get better. It's loud because it's familiar. You've used for so long not to escape life, but to escape your own doubt about handling it. These voices become the narrator, twisting every unclear situation into a crisis. But it isn't just an outdated script. You're not who you were when you started using, and your story doesn't have to end there. Because you deserve to live without numbing uncertainty. Confidence doesn't come from certainty, it comes from tolerating uncertainty without running from it. That means learning to breathe through the what ifs, stay with the discomfort, and trust that your survival doesn't depend on knowing everything right now. You don't need to numb the unknown anymore. You just need to face it, one messy, honest breath at a time. Navigating life's choices. What does well-being mean to you? Let's break it down through the lens of addiction, low self-worth, and ambition. Mental clarity. How do you want to feel? Focused, sharp, and in control? Like you can actually follow through with what you'd said you'd do instead of falling off track and beating yourself up about it. You deserve a mind that backs your goals, not one that talks you out of them the second things get uncomfortable. Emotional stability. How often do you want to stop reacting and start strategizing to build a life where you're proud of how you handle stress instead of relying on your substance of choice to make it through the day? Avoiding hard feelings doesn't build resilience, facing them does. Physical energy. What kind of energy do you want to bring into your day? Because addiction doesn't just slow you down, it steals your momentum. That constant battle between guilt and craving, it kills productivity. You could be building something real, instead you're stuck managing the damage. Resilience. How do you want to handle pressure? Not every challenge should knock you flat. You weren't made to crumble. You were wired to adapt, improve, rebuild. That's what real power looks like, not pretending nothing's wrong, but choosing to keep going anyway. Life satisfaction. What would it feel like to actually start winning again? To rebuild your confidence with every small win and finally stop quitting on yourself. Choosing your path. What are you really buying into? Every day you're choosing to stay in the loop or break it. Keep numbing or get strategic. Wait for the perfect moment or take action with what you've got now. Not all advice is helpful. Some of it's fluff. Some of it feeds the addiction mindset. Ask yourself, does this path challenge you or just comfort you? Is it helping you grow or just giving you permission to stay stuck? Is your next move aligned with your goals or fears? So what do you actually want? What do you want your life to look like? What kind of discipline are you willing to build? What kind of wins are you ready to start stacking? Because healing isn't about sitting in a circle and crying about the past. It's about training your mind, body, and habits to align with your future. Not with shame, not with avoidance, but with focus, strength, and relentless self-respect. You're not just recovering, you're rebuilding. Not everyone will get it, but this isn't for them. This is for you. About me, I'm Julie, a certified clinical hypnotherapist and master practitioner of neuro-linguistic programming and a life coach. I specialize working with the mind and subconscious mind to help you unlock your true potential. The swish pattern. Self-soothing techniques for addiction. Take a moment now to think about a specific situation or moment where you felt the urge to use. It might be a stress trigger, a particular time of day, or an emotional low. Close your eyes and vividly imagine the image. Notice how you feel when you think about it. The emotional charge, anxiety, frustration, craving is important here. Step 2. Before we begin the swish process, we're going to bring in a calming, self-soothing technique you can use when the craving comes up. Take a slow, deep breath through your nose, hold it for about 3 or 4 seconds, and exhale. Imagine a warm wave of comfort sweeping over you from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. If you'd like, you can put your hand over your heart, giving it a soothing, reassuring pressure as you continue to breathe slowly and deeply. And once you've noticed a sense of peace, you're ready to move forward. Step 3. Now think about the person you want to become. This is your future self, the one who's calm, in control, and no longer needs the substance to feel comfortable. Imagine an image of yourself feeling completely empowered, relaxed, and content without the substance. You might visualize yourself engaging in activities you enjoy or experiencing life with a sense of pride, clarity, and energy. Step 4. Now let's set up this swish. Imagine the image of your craving, the trigger in front of you, but keep that small, dark, and blurry. This makes it less intense. Then create an image of your empowered future self. In bright colors, sharp and full of energy, visualize the future self-image becoming larger, more vibrant and compelling. Now, let's do this swish pattern. Step 5. In your mind, make the craving image, shrink it quickly, and fade to black and white. The future self image grows larger and more bright. As you see this happen, hear a loud, empowering sound like a swish or a whoosh or a positive affirmation like, I am in control. Keep repeating this process. Shrink the old craving image. Let your empowered self-image grow bigger and brighter. Swish it several times, 5 to 7 repeats, until the craving image is almost gone or doesn't carry as much emotional weight anymore. Step 6. Once the craving image has faded or shrunk significantly, take a moment to soothe yourself again. Put your hand over your heart, deep breath or a gentle touch to bring back that calm, reassuring feeling. Allow yourself to feel that control, that relaxation grow with each breath, reinforcing the new way of responding. Step 7. Mentally rehearse a future scenario where you might typically face a craving. Picture yourself in that situation, but this time see yourself remaining calm, confident, not needing the substance to cope. Notice how empowered you feel, as though you can handle the situation easily without the urge to fall back into old habits. Step 8. Whenever you feel a craving or trigger in the future, remember the image of your empowered self and use your soothing technique to bring calmness in your body. With practice, you'll be able to swish the craving away and replace it with the calm, confident feeling you've just anchored. This combination of swish pattern and self-soothing techniques work because it doesn't address the craving. It also teaches you how to regulate and deal with emotional triggers in a healthier way. The more you practice, the more automatic your new response becomes. Listener, this is on you. You've got the tools now. The swish pattern is proven work, but only you can put in the effort. Every time that craving pops into your head, you are not going to sit there and let it control you. You're going to take action and you're going to swish. You've got the power to change it. You just need to commit to it. When that urge to use hits, don't just sit back and let it win. You stop, you visualize, and you swish it out. You replace the image of the craving with the image of your empowered self, strong, bright, in control, free of addiction. You repeat that over and over until that craving loosens its grip on you. You're in control, but only if you act every time. No excuses. If you want a different future, you need to do the work. And you do that by choosing action over being passive. Now, when that craving hits, are you going to just let it take you down again? Or are you going to swish it out and take control of your life? The future's in your hands. You can't rely on anyone else to do this for you. You have to show up for yourself, and it starts now. Own your journey. Before we wrap up, I'd love to invite you into a short guided hypnosis session. You don't need to close your eyes unless it feels right. Just allow yourself to tune out the outside world. for a moment and gently turn inward. If you're not quite ready or it's not your thing, that's completely okay too. Just listening with an open heart can still be powerful. This track is called Own Your Journey. It's designed to softly remind your nervous system that it's okay to relax, you are safe now, healing is already happening, the future holds light. So if you're in, let's begin. Find a comfortable position and take a deep breath in and out. And allow yourself to relax deeply with each breath. And as you settle into this space, you're creating an opportunity for growth and for healing. Imagine yourself standing at the entrance of a beautiful garden. This is a garden that you've built step by step through your efforts, your decisions, and your commitment to healing. This garden represents your future, one that's full of potential, growth, and freedom. It's yours and it's flourishing. And as you stand there, you notice some parts of the garden are still a bit unclear, uncertain. There are areas that feel like they could use more care, more attention, maybe more time. These parts of your garden represent parts of your life that feel uncertain, perhaps in your journey of recovery or the changes you're facing in yourself. But here's the truth. This is your garden. You have created it. You have made it thrive, and you have everything within you to take it further. Take a moment now as you stand in the middle of this garden to breathe deeply. Feel the calmness fill your lungs. And as you breathe out, let go of any doubts, any fears, any discomfort that come with uncertainty. The discomfort of not knowing what's ahead is something you can handle. Feel your body becoming more grounded. Imagine your feet rooted into the earth beneath you, like strong roots, confident and unshakable. You've already made it this far. The path ahead may feel uncertain, but it's full of possibilities. You are in control. Now imagine the discomfort you sometimes feel when cravings or urges arise. Those moments when you feel uncertain about how things will turn out, when that feeling of I can't handle this overwhelms you. When those feelings rise, I want you to use your self-soothing technique. Place your hand gently over your heart. Feel the warmth of your hand, and with each breath, remind yourself, I am capable. I can handle uncertainty. I have strength within me to take control. With every breath, allow yourself to soften and release the grip of fear. Feel the anxiety about the future starting to fade. As you shift your focus to what you can control, your breath, your thoughts, your next action, you have the power to manage the discomfort that comes with uncertainty. It's just a feeling, not the truth of who you are. Now think about the path ahead. It might not always be clear. You might not always know exactly what will happen, but in this moment, you can choose. You've made the choice to be here. You've made the choice to be better. You have decided that this garden, this life of freedom and peace is worth the effort. And here's the key. No one else can do this for you. No one else can walk this journey for you. Only you can tend to your garden. And you've already shown you have the strength to do so. Every time a craving or uncertainty comes up, it's simply part of your journey. You don't need to know everything right now. You don't need to control every detail. All you need to do is to continue tending to what's in front of you, one step at a time. When that craving hits, you will choose to swish it away. When the discomfort rises, you will use your self-soothing technique. And every time you act, you will reinforce the strength within you. Now, in your mind, repeat these affirmations. I trust myself to handle uncertainty. I choose to grow through the discomfort. I am capable of overcoming my cravings. I am in control of my choices. I own my recovery. I am the gardener of my own future. With every breath, I'm becoming stronger, more resilient, and more certain of my path. As you now prepare to come back to full awareness, take a deep breath in and out, feeling calm, grounded, confident. When you open your eyes, know that you're in control of your journey. Every craving, every moment of uncertainty, you can face it with strength. Your future is no longer determined by what you don't know, but by the choices you make right now. You own this garden. You are capable of making it flourish. Open your eyes, feel empowered, knowing that you are the one who shapes your future. You have the tools to handle it, to move forward, and to continue creating the life you deserve. Thank you for being fully present, for opening yourself up today. You may already feel the hypnosis session has gently guided you into a space of deep inner calm and healing. And with that shift already taking place, we now mark the completion of Module 3. Rewire the habit loop. I'm excited to continue this journey with you. Over the next few days, we'll explore a series of 5 transformative modules, each one designed to deepen your healing and empower your inner self. Module 1, wake up to the pattern. Module 2, the root and the relief. Module 3, rewire the habit loop. Module 4, feel without numbing. Module 5, rebuild your life from the inside out. Each module builds on the progress we've made today, but here's the truth. You need to lock this into your future. Imagine yourself doing this, visualizing yourself showing up, completing these modules, and embracing the changes. Picture yourself looking back and knowing you made the choice to finally break free, because if you didn't make that choice now, nothing will change. This is your opportunity, but it won't happen if you don't lock it in. Picture your future self. What will your life look like if you keep going? What will it feel like if you show up for you time and time again? The choice is yours. So what's it going to be? Will you step up and lock this into your future, or will you stay stuck? The future depends on what you decide today. If you want me to treat you like a baby, sweetie, you showed up today, that's cute, but let's be real, you just can't sit there waiting for things to magically fix themselves. You gotta crawl before you can walk, and then you gotta start running even when it's hard, even when you want to throw a tantrum or pretend it'll fix itself, but that's not how this works. You gotta grow up and face it and take the steps yourself. No one else can do this for you, baby. It's on you. If you want me to treat you like a gangster so you think you can keep dodging this, acting like the problem doesn't exist, thinking you're too cool to deal with it, fine. You want to keep running from this, go ahead, but understand this, life is going to catch up with you, and when it does, it'll hit hard. You can act tough all you want, but in the end, the real power is in facing this, owning it, and moving forward. You want to keep acting like a boss? Start acting like you've got control. Step up. Your future is built on today. You want me to treat you like a policeman? All right, listen up. No more games, no more excuses. You're not in this to waste time. You've started this process and now you've got to finish it. You want to make a change, you've got to be accountable for your actions, for your life. You can't keep running from it. You can't hide from your fears. It's a responsibility now. You're in charge, so take control. Are you ready to put in the work? Or are you going to pretend the problem's going to disappear? The future's on the line. No one's coming to save you. If you want me to treat you like an entrepreneur, listen up. You've taken the first step, but that's just the beginning. If you want to treat your life like the success it can be, you've got to invest in yourself. You've got to put in the hours, the strategy, the hustle. You're the CEO of your future. And if you want results, you've got to treat this like the business it is. Don't sit around hoping things will work out. They won't. This is about hard work, dedication, a vision. The choices you make today build the company you'll run tomorrow. So what are you going to do? Keep playing small or build your empire?